Oh. What's up, everybody? NFL draft's gonna start here in a few minutes, and we're live. Ooh. We haven't done a video in a while, so pardon me if I'm a little rusty with my sports talk. But we got a minute and a half left.
Here we go. Enjoy the journey and good luck tonight. Appreciate it. Breathing.
Susie, thank you. And it's just a reminder that at the same time that all of the fates of all the NFL teams are being reshaped, the wildest dreams of these young men who've worked so hard to get here will come true right before our eyes. The fans are ready, the city is ready, the teams are ready. The NFL draft on ESPN.
All right, let's go. I'm going to turn that off. That's annoying. It's bright in my face. All right.
Unless this happened first. With the first pick in the 2009
Rich, unfortunately, can't be with me this evening. He's had surgery a few days ago, so he is going to be relaxing on his couch watching the draft. So hopefully we can get some people in here so I have some people to talk to. Or else I'm just going to be talking to myself for the next 3 hours. Oh, man. If you're new here and you're watching this post live, I'm Andrew. I co-host the Sports and Nonsense podcast with Rich, which we haven't recorded in a while because of our schedules. I am also a co-host on the Filmmakers Basement, where we talk about movies. So if you want to know about movies, go watch. We just did an episode that's going to post up next week about that Nicolas Cage movie. So, oh, I should put my jersey on. Hang on. Oh, Pats. All right. I'm going to make some guesses, too, as to like who's going where and when. Excuse the mess on my bed. I'm going to put my laundry away. So. Oh, we're in Vegas. I forgot we're in Vegas this year. Outside Allegiant. So the first pick went to the Lions this year. I'm going to pull this up here. Come on. There we go. Do that. Do one of those. One of these. Perfect. All right. So we've got the draft order. Oh, no, Jacksonville did. Never mind. I haven't paid attention to football in a long time. All right. So Jacksonville has the first pick, and then it's Detroit, Houston, the Jets, the Giants, Carolina, the Giants again from the Bears, Falcons, Seahawks from the Broncos, Jets from the Seahawks, the Commanders, new team name. Vikings, Texans from the Browns, Ravens, Eagles from the Dolphins, Saints from the Colts, from the Eagles, Chargers, Eagles from the Saints, Saints from the Eagles, Steelers, Patriots, Packers from the Raiders, Cardinals, Cowboys, Bills, Titans, Bucks, Panthers, Chiefs from the Niners, from the Dolphins, Chiefs again, Bengals, and the Rams. Good Lord. That means, I believe, let's see, the Giants have one. I thought they had more than one. Why am I missing something? New York Giants. I don't know why I was thinking the Giants had more than one pick. I know. Oh, they do. They have the 7th and the 5th. So the Giants have 2. The Eagles have like 3, don't they? Or do they trade one of them? Is one of them the one they traded away already? Let's see. Eagles, Lions, Bengals, Chiefs, Packers, Bills, Cardinals, Eagles. The Eagles have 2. The Jets have 2. And the Lions have 2. This first round is a mess. With the amount of trades that happened over the offseason and from previous seasons, it's crazy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 picks that went to a different team because of a trade. 2 of them were because of 2 trades, the 16th and the 29th. So crazy. Should be the Texans have 2 as well. So there's a lot of teams that have 2 picks. Rich just texted me, said he's going to bed after the Giants' 2nd pick, so he's a little loopy. So let's see. NFL draft teams needs. All right, so let's pull up ESPN's draft cheat sheet and see. So the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the top 10 prospects are Aiden Hutchinson, Trayvon Walker. Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end, Michigan. Trayvon Walker, defensive end, Georgia. Ikem Ekwonu, offensive tackle, North Carolina State. Evan Neal, offensive tackle, Alabama. Ahmad Gardner, cornerback, Cincinnati. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end, Oregon. Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback, LSU. Kyle Hamilton, safety, Notre Dame. Charles Cross, offensive tackle, Mississippi State. Not a lot of like high profile, like key players. Like not a lot of wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks. It's all tackles and defense pretty much, except for that one wide receiver from Ohio State. So Roger Goodell's taking the stage, and he's about to announce that the Jaguars are on the clock.
Come on, Las Vegas, let's go. Okay. Welcome to the 22 NFL Draft.
Roger Goodell, of course, getting lots of boos from very surprised there's not a lot of cheering for all the Raiders. Let's see. So Aiden Hutchinson is the number 1 ranked player this year. I assume he's going to go first, but I want to see. 100,000 people in Las Vegas for this draft, which is crazy. All right. Every team's biggest need for 2022 NFL draft. Hopefully it's in order. It's not. It's in alphabetical order. So awesome. All right. So Roger Goodell is inviting Ice Cube up to the stage for some reason. Hooray. I don't know why that said the Cleveland Browns' #1 need is a quarterback when they have one. So, Bleacher Report, what are you doing? Wow. You'd think Ice Cube would know how to talk into a microphone. Apparently not. He is peaking a lot. All right. Jesus, Ice, back away from the mic. All right, so the AFC South is picking first. That would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their biggest draft need is an edge rusher. Aiden Hutchinson as a defensive end would definitely fit that role. Who's speaking? Now they're not talking into the mic at all. All right, so a defensive end from Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson, is probably going to go first. So turn the mic back up, NFL. Come on. I know Ice Cube was loud, but so wow, I wish I could spell as I show you my GameStop receipt. So I got Aiden Hutchinson going first to Michigan, or he's from Michigan, to Jacksonville. Apparently this draft is not a very good class. Obviously, there's not a lot of good receivers and quarterbacks in this draft, so there's not a lot of high-profile players. So I think this first round, is definitely going to be a pretty heavy defense. 8 teams with no first-round pick. So Raiders, Colts, Browns, Rams, Broncos, 49ers. I missed the other 2. And there's 8 teams with 2 first-round picks. So yeah, Eagles are at 15 and 18. Giants are at 5 and 7. We'll see if they trade down. I doubt it. Giants need help. So the Jaguars are currently on the clock. They are 2 minutes in. Mel Kiper is saying Aiden Hutchinson's the #1 player on the board, which isn't surprising. That's what I've been seeing as well. Let's see. See if I can get somebody in here. So yeah, lots of defensive ends, offensive tackles in this draft. A couple wide receivers in the top 15. Few wide receivers, 4. So let's see.
And for me, man, it's got to be Trayvon Walker. I just look at him and I look at the word rare. He has rare ability. 6'5", 217 pounds, ran 4.51 in the 40. When I drafted him #1 overall, I'm not worried about what you did in college, man. I want to know what can you do for me in the National Football League. He can play with power. Can he buckle the guard? Can he buckle the tackle? Watch this. That is sheer power. He can set the edge.
There we go. Yo, someone's in the chat. Let's go. I've already put my prediction pick for the #1 pick. Aiden Hutchinson going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Defensive end, they need a edge rusher. I mean, I don't understand why it's taking so long. #1 picks usually don't take 5 minutes, but Jaguars are still going. Let's say trade down, which would be crazy. Haven't seen a traded #1 pick in a while. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Live. Do. Oh, cool. They got the schedule up for the team that's picking. So Detroit's got the #2 pick. Detroit's biggest need. Oh, pick is in. It's going to take a while for them to get. No masks. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. The NFC North. Detroit also needs an edge rusher. So they're probably going to take Trayvon Walker. If Aiden Hutchinson goes first. They'll be the #1 and 2. So if Trayvon goes to Jacksonville, they'll take Aiden Hutchinson. But I don't think Hutchinson's going to go second. He'll definitely probably go first. So I'll make my second prediction once the pick is in, but I have it in my head already. So do. So the Jaguars picked #1 last year. They got Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had a pretty mediocre year. And they're picking #1 again. So it'll be one of those two defensive ends. Here we go. First pick's in.
NFL draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker.
Ooh. Okay. 0 for 1.
young man from Georgia who is somewhere in the middle of this process, was projected to go in the mid-20s.
Interesting. All right. So Trayvon goes to Jacksonville, which means Aiden Hutchinson will probably go to Detroit. So, it would help if I was actually typing.
Trayvon, big, long, fast, athletic. Think about that combine workout at 6'5", 272, about a 4'5", 1. He's getting the 35 and a half vertical, incredibly long arms.
All right. We are 0-4-1. That's not a great start. So, I mean, he's got to get picked up one of these times, right? They're not going to let him drop. So Trayvon goes to Jacksonville. Kwity Paye is the NFL comparison to this edge rusher. Excellent combination of height, bulk, length, and straight line speed. His pass rush is built on strength and explosion. Turn it down a little bit. As a run defender, Walker is a strong tackler with long arms to lock out and locate the ball. He also has great versatility as he lined up a defensive end 298 times. Defensive tackles 184 times, and linebacker 93 times in 2021. So he's got some versatility with his game. So Georgia kid goes number 1. And he wasn't even there. So Lions pick is in already, which means Houston is on the clock. Houston needs a cornerback. So if they need a cornerback, if they're going off of this, they're probably going to take the kid from Cincinnati. Ahmad Gardner. His overall rank is 5th. So they're taking him a little early. But if they don't need an offensive tackle, there's no point in them taking the kid from North Carolina State or Alabama. All right. Lions pick is in. It shouldn't have been that hard.
With the second pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Aiden Hutchinson.
1 for 1. Let's go. He had to go at one of those 2 spots. So off the board. Aiden Hutchinson off the board.
First ever defensive player to be named MVP of the Big Ten championship game. Played 43 games for the Wolverines. You know about the family. His dad was a team captain and All-American for Bo Schembechler at Michigan. Now an emergency room doctor. America fell in love with his family, and now here he is.
All right, prediction pick number 3 is in, and we are 1 for 1. Ahmad Gardner, Cincinnati. Hutchinson's taking his time getting out to the stage. Hutchinson, defensive end from Michigan, is a notch below elite in terms of physical traits, but his preparation, attention to detail, and relentless motor make him special. He's most technically efficient pass rusher in this class, sinking his feet and hands exceptionally well, and he's always has a pass rush plan. He shows up in nearly every big game. He's a tone setter and a plug and play high level starter as a rookie. So definitely going to be, he's a projected rookie of the year candidate, which is kind of crazy. And he's got a good chance to be defensive rookie of the year. So interesting. So Houston's on the clock. They've got about half their time left as Hutchinson is continuing to boast it up out on the stage. He's a stand-up edge rusher too. That's kind of crazy. Oh, he's pretty good. Oh. All right, so Houston's pick is in. I've got them taking the cornerback from Cincy, which means who's next? The Jets. What do the Jets need? AFC North, East. The Jets' biggest need is a wide receiver. So, which is kind of crazy because this draft is not a wide receiver class. I would say the Jets would probably benefit from taking up offensive tackle. So I'm gonna go with. I'll wait until Houston's pick because I don't know who's Houston's picking, although their pick is in. Who's my Pats prediction? See, I haven't really caught up with this year's draft. And like New England needs a cornerback. And I know that we pick, what do we pick? Pick late, like in the 20s, 21. So if we're picking 21, I mean, honestly, my Pats prediction is going to be, we're going to trade down because we always trade down. So that's pretty much going to be my Pats prediction. It's because Bill Belichick is going to trade down. If they don't trade down and they actually take a cornerback because they desperately need one, I wouldn't mind. The problem with the cornerback class is there's only 2 in the top 25. So if they're going to take a cornerback, they may take late. That's why I think they're going to trade down. So they'll trade down and take a cornerback late. Injured receiver guy. I don't know, like in the draft class or on the Patriots?
Detroit, and almost immediately the picks have come in quickly. Again, we wondered would we get 3 consecutive defensive ends. Kayvon Thibodeau is a name we are waiting to hear called. The corners are on the board. The receivers are on the board.
I don't know which guy you're talking about. I mean, there's the wide receivers that are on the board is Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Jameson Williams, Chris Olave. They could take a wide receiver. I don't know, though. Texans pick's coming. Let's see. Oh, my God. I got a playback error. They took a cornerback, but they didn't take the one that I thought they were taking. Okay, so they did take a cornerback, but they took Derek Stingley. This is unfortunate. Did my internet go out? It did. That's weird. Oh, no. My internet's fine. Well, I'm plugged in directly to the internet. I just lost internet connection. That's awesome. It's supposed to be high, but he tore his ACL. If he tore his ACL, I don't want him. That's a huge injury. I have to figure. Our internet was going weird last night too. Quick question. I'm still here, right? I'm still live. This is cool. Can't connect your wireless network. Cool. All right. Well, I'm still here. That's good. See if I can connect to the other one. Hang on. Well, okay. So, they took Houston took a cornerback. They took Stingley. So while I am doing this, I will set up the next pick, which is the Jets, and they needed a wide receiver, but I could see them taking offensive tackle to beef up their O-line. So for Ikem Ekwonu, offensive tackle, NC State. And we are 1 for 2. Not a good start. Okay, so I'm going to try to connect to a different wireless network. Let's see if I can get this back. If not, I'm going to have to pull it up on my computer. We were having internet problems last night too.
I don't know why. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Let's see. Tampa Police. All right. Well, I guess I'm pulling it up on my computer. So
Hold on 1 second. It should be turning back on.
Mike. Oh, yeah. I turned my mic off. I was telling roommate internet was down. Let's see. So the pick's in for the Jets. Let me see if I can go to ESPN on my computer so I can pull it up for now, I guess. I could pull it up on my phone too. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Let's see.
All right, Wi-Fi's back on.
Oh, Wi-Fi's back on. Yes, it is. Oh, I have to reconnect the password? That's lame. All right. Jets are still on the clock, or they just picked. So the Giants will be on the clock now. So the Giants needs are an offensive tackle. So I definitely know where I'm going. Depending on the Jets pick, which should be coming in soon. All right, I got it back up. Sweet. So the Jets just picked, and I don't know who they picked. Or did they pick? No, the pick is in. They haven't picked yet. They haven't announced the pick yet. I just saw them clapping in the control room. So they well, Sportsnet said that they needed a wide receiver, but the wide receiver class is weak in this class. So I don't think that they would pick a wide receiver right now for the first pick, especially when they have two. So they've got 2 first-round picks. The Jets do. Who were you talking about? The wide receiver that got injured?
As Mel pointed out, you sort of meld the picks together there at 4 and 10, and there have also been any number of trade rumors surrounding the Jets and their intentions here. More connected to that 10th pick, which will be about an hour away. Here's Roger Goodell.
All right, picks coming for the Jets, so I got it back before the next selection.
The New York Jets select Sauce Gardner, defensive back, Cincinnati.
Sauce. His name is Ahmed or Ahmad.
And so the corners.
All right, so the cornerback that I thought was going to Houston went to pick number 4, the Jets. Cool. So I guess they don't care about their quarterback or their quarterback because they didn't get any offensive tackle help. But this frees up my pick for the Giants, who need an offensive tackle. So, like, the Giants need offensive line help for Daniel Jones, like, badly. So he's got to go eventually, right? It's the same thing I did with Aiden Hutchinson. So, Ikem Ekwonu to the Giants. And I'm 1 for 3. It's not a great start, but also like not a really predictable draft. Like I said, there's not really many big talents coming out of this year. I'm gonna text Rich, see who they're taking. So Giants are on the clock. She's my mess in my bed. I gotta clean all my clothes up. So Ahmad Gardner goes to the Jets. Ahmad Gardner is the best press man cornerback in his class because of his outstanding combination of instincts, length, body control, burst, top end speed, and ball skills. He makes it tough for receivers to get off the line and smothers them underneath. He's lean and needs to get stronger, but is willing to set up and run support. The other cornerback that went to Houston, he's good too. He's from LSU. So Giants are still on the clock. Close that. Yeah, the Giants have a lot of free like stuff. I think. So Rich seems to think that the Giants are going to be taking Ickey, Neal, Tibbs, or Johnson, which are Ikem Ekwonu, Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau, or Jermaine Johnson, which are 2 offensive tackles and 2 defensive ends. But he also says, with his luck, they're going to go Cross, which is Charles Cross, offensive tackle, Mississippi State. So apparently he doesn't want them to go with the Mississippi State offensive tackle. I would think that they would pick Ikem Ekwonu, but the Giants picks is in. So it's the second. This is also the second time defensive player selected with each of the first 4 picks, and the last time it happened was 1991, which is kind of crazy. So no offensive players have been picked so far in the first 4 picks. Yeah, so the Giants pick's already in, which means Carolina's going next. And Carolina needs a quarterback. But this draft class is not good enough to pick a quarterback that high. The first quarterback on the board is Malik Willis, which I guess if you desperately need a quarterback, take a quarterback. But I would trade for a quarterback. If I were the Carolina Panthers, I would trade for like Baker Mayfield. Now that Deshaun Watson is in Cleveland.
There was some news from the Giants camp today as well, as they have declined to pick up the 5th-year option on their quarterback Daniel Jones. That isn't necessarily relevant to the pick they make here.
So,
obviously it is an indication of some of their long-term thinking.
Hopefully we can get a second pick right. I would really hate to go 1 for 32, 1 for 31 tonight, or 1 and 31. But I haven't been the greatest at picking draft classes. I mean, the best prospect on the board right now is Ikem Ekwonu, and he's an offensive tackle. So, who's this kid? All right, let's see if we're right.
For the New York Giants pick, I'm joined by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, Make-A-Wish kid.
Sam is post-heart transplant.
Wow,
Feeling stronger than ever, as you can see.
a post-heart transplant. And he gets to announce the first pick, or the Giants' first pick.
This wish to announce the Giants' first pick comes true.
That's pretty cool. The NFL for doing this.
This wish will be a turning point for Sam as he looks forward to being a sports broadcaster in the future.
He looks like a sports broadcaster. Goodell says he wants to be a sports broadcaster when he grows up.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end, Oregon.
So another defensive player off the board. So that's 5 now in a row. And we're wrong again. Maybe they'll go with an offensive tackle for their pick number 7. But I guess picking a top 10 or a top 5 defensive end and a top 2 offensive tackle pretty much almost back to back is pretty good. Rich is excited. He said he wanted Thibodeau. So Carolina needs a quarterback, but I wouldn't pick a quarterback. I would probably go. I'd hate to pick Ikem Ekwonu again, but he's the best player on the board. I am surprised that he's still there. His overall rank is a 3. But anyway, Kayvon Thibodeau to the Giants. Thibodeau has an explosive first step to get into the pads of offensive linemen and the quick hands to prevent blockers from latching onto his frame. His swipe and push-pull moves are extremely effective. He stacks blockers, locates the ball, and sheds in time to make plays as a run defender. Thibodeau is an excellent tackler with bursts to make plays in the backfield and closing speeds to make plays chasing from the backside. So pretty good defensive end. He's 6'4", 254. So Carolina's on the clock. They got about 4.5 minutes left. So we are going to... I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be mad. But we're going to go prediction pick number 6. And we're going to go with an offensive tackle, but not the offensive tackle I've been guessing the last 2 picks in a row. We're going to go with prediction picks number 6, Evan Neal, offensive tackle, Alabama. And we are 1-4. This might be the first time ever. So they're going to a break after the first 5 picks. Rich is excited. They got Thibodeau. The Panthers are in need of a quarterback. They just said the Panthers are in need of a quarterback, but it's way too early for a quarterback. I want to know when they pick next. Do they pick twice? Are they one of the teams that picks twice? I don't think they are. They could move up. I need to see all 262 picks. Let's see. In the second round, they don't... Oh, Carolina doesn't pick again for a while. Oh. They actually might take a quarterback now just because... This can't be right. I'm missing something. Hang on. I'm going to Google search something. Actually, maybe I can get it from ESPN. Let's just click on here. Here we go. So the Panthers have the 6th, and they don't pick again until round 4, pick 32. So they have the 6th pick, and then they have... Where is it? Here. So they pick 6th, and then they pick 137th. They have 131 picks in between their first and second pick. I probably got this one wrong too, because they're either going to trade down and get multiple second, like a second and a third, or they're going to take a quarterback now. Which is crazy, because if they trade down, they can get a quarterback later and get they can get value out of their picks. So, oh no, they just got the pick in. So the pick is in for the Carolina Panthers, and Chicago's back on the board. Or not Chicago, the Giants. It's Giants from Chicago. Interesting. They need to come back from break. I need to know. Because if they take a quarterback, they're going to take probably Malik Willis from Liberty or Pickett. Those are the 2 top quarterbacks on the board. And the thing is like they're ranked so low. 21st overall, 22nd overall. But if it's your guy, it's your guy. Which is like how the Giants took Daniel Jones in like the 5th pick 4 years ago, when there was way better quarterbacks on the board. Yeah. So the chances of either that they're available, either Willis or Pickett, is 98% at pick 11, 95% at pick 16, 86% at pick 19, and 74th at pick 20. So if Carolina, they're not trading, obviously, the pick is in. But if they could have traded down with, like, I don't know, Arizona. Let's just say Arizona trades up to 6. Carolina takes the 23rd pick, and they'll also take like the 55th pick overall, or the 87th pick overall. It's a good deal for the 6th pick. Arizona trades up, or Baltimore could have traded up. No, yeah, Baltimore could have traded up. They have a quarterback, so Baltimore could have traded up to the 6th from the 14th, and they could have also given them their 76th pick in the 3rd round. So, yeah, I don't. I'd be shocked if they take one of those 2 quarterbacks. Like, this quarterback class is not good. It's not like last year where there was like 6 quarterbacks or 5 in the 1st round. Let's see it. Mm-hmm. So Carolina is going to have the next 2 days off because they're not picking tomorrow.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu.
I'm mad. Damn. So Ikem Ekwonu finally goes after I picked him twice and I changed up my pick. Because I thought the Giants might take him in the 7th pick. Damn. Well, shit. So Ikem Ekwonu goes. Ekwonu is an aggressive run blocker with the power to knock defenders off the ball and drive them into the ground. In pass protection, he's extremely long and jolts rushers with his powerful punch. His pancake reel is outrageous. He sometimes oversets and needs to be more patient, but he has the foot speed, length, and strength to quickly develop into an effective starting tackle in the NFL level. Definitely someone that needs to get in front of Christian McCaffrey. So that's good. And maybe their new quarterback if they get a new quarterback. They could trade up, I suppose, into the 2nd or 3rd round, but they don't have another pick until 137. So the Giants are on the clock. What are we on? 7. So I'm gonna just go back to back again because they need an offensive tackle, and if they don't take one here, I'm gonna be mad, and I know Rich is probably gonna be mad too, especially since it's his alma mater. Evan Neal to the Giants from Alabama. Like, he's the 4th best player in this draft according to ESPN, and he is going to go 7th, which is great value. I mean, considering that the Giants picked Thibodeau, who was like, I don't know, 7th, 8th in this draft, they basically just flip-flopped the 2 picks. If I was the Giants and I'm picking back-to-back, I would pick up Thibodeau on my 7th pick, and I would have picked up Ekwonu on the 6th pick. Because having that guy for Saquon Barkley would have been huge. And Daniel Jones. Like, he sounds like an amazing pass protector and a run blocker. I mean, that's kind of cool. That he goes from North Carolina State to Carolina Panthers, so he's homegrown talent, which is kind of neat. But that's what I would have done, because I knew they were going to take an offensive tackle. Carolina, they need offensive line help. So the Giants pick is in, and the next pick is going to the Atlanta Falcons, who need an edge rusher. The next edge rusher is Jermaine Johnson II, which is the currently 8th best player on the board. Maybe they could take defensive tackle. That dude cannot play edge. I was thinking that this defensive tackle might be able to play edge, but he's 341 pounds. That dude is not playing on the edge. Yeah, I could see that. So far, no trades in the first round, which a lot of people were expecting people to trade down, which is still a possibility. It usually happens within the first. It does not happen within the first 10 picks. So let's see. Someone's got a little kneel sign for the Giants. So good sign for us. Oh, by the way, we are 1-5. Oops. Okay. Giants picks in. We got another one. All right. So Evan Neal goes to the Giants. 6'8". Holy crap, he's huge. 6'8", 337 pounds. Neal is a dominant run blocker who overpowers defenders when he latches on and drives his legs. He has excellent first step quickness for his size and shows good range as a zone blocker. And when climbing to the second level, Neal doesn't have elite mirror quickness, but his wide frame makes it tough to get around him, and he gives zero ground to bull rushers. He has started at both tackle positions and left guard in college, so he's versatile. Yeah. Definitely a good pick for the Giants. The Falcons are on the board, and I think I'm going to go with Jermaine Johnson. So cool. We are not 1 for 5 anymore. We're 2-5 on the day. Let's go. Yeah, Jermaine Johnson. They need a defensive end. Why not take one now? By the way, with the Carolina picking offensive tackle, that breaks the streak of defensive players. So we have 5 in a row. I like how somebody's wearing a New York Rangers shirt at the NFL draft, and he's like showing it off like this, as if to say, "Go Rangers." When it's the wrong sport. So Atlanta's still on the clock. They got 4 minutes left. 5 minutes left. And we're getting into a lot of the offensive skill players. So in the top 10, in the top 8 picks. We have 4 wide receivers. So a lot of wide receiver talent coming up pretty soon. I don't know if they're going to take them, but they could. Let's see. I think that's only 3 SEC teams so far. 3 SEC guys so far in the draft. The best player on the board right now is a wide receiver from Ohio State. Why aren't the picks showing up? Here they go. So Georgia, LSU, and Alabama. So yeah, only 3 picks in the first 7 have come from the SEC. Oh, Falcons have picked. Their picks in. So no trade so far, other than what was already traded away. Mm-hmm. The Falcons could use a wide receiver, considering Mariota is new to Atlanta, and Calvin Ridley, I don't think, is playing this year. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, he was suspended. That's right. He's suspended for the entire, almost, I think, through the entire 2022 season. So they could use a wide receiver, I guess. Garrett Wilson is on the board, as well as Drake London, Jameson Williams. But I like the defensive end pick. Let's see. So they were one of the worst pass rushing teams in the NFL, but they were also the worst in receiving yards by receivers. And here they go. Here it comes. Here comes Goodell. So the Falcons do take a wide receiver. They take the second best wide receiver on the board in Drake London from USC. Interesting. So they're replacing Calvin Ridley pretty much. And they've got another skill player that they've taken in the first round. Seattle is on the clock from Denver with the trade from the Russell Wilson trade. So Seattle needs O-line help, but they also need a quarterback. But I still don't think that those 2 quarterbacks are going to go earlier than like 11 or 12. And we're on pick 9. So I guess it's theoretically possible that they could go. But if they need O-line help, then Charles Cross would be the one to go to. Oh, Drake London, by the way, is an elite red zone target. Former basketball standout. He's 6'4", 219. Excels at making contested catches thanks to his ability to box out and contort his body while adjusting in the air. He's smooth getting out of breaks and excels at finding pockets in zone looks. London breaks tackles and flashes quick feet after the catch. NFL comparison Mike Evans. So Atlanta's got their own Mike Evans. The problem with contested catches, which they're talking about right now, is you not really have the contested catches that you would have in college in the NFL, because the secondary in the NFL is far superior than what you were playing in college. So we'll see how he is. I mean, he's 6'4", so he can get up there. Let's see. So number 9, we're in the 9th pick of the round of round 1. We're 2 and 6 in our picks. So Seattle's still picking, so I still have some time. They need an offensive tackle, according to Sportsnet. Let me see if I can click on them. See what ESPN thinks. Offensive tackle, defensive end, quarterback, cornerback, and the inside linebacker. So they could go defensive end. Is there another defense? There is. It's Jermaine Johnson. So they could either go offensive tackle or defensive end. There's 2 on the board. There's one of each on the board. I'm going to go with the offensive tackle, though. Just because they're going to want to protect their quarterback if they do end up drafting one. So oh no. So Charles Cross to the Seahawks. And we are now 2 and 6 on the day. Just to remind everybody again, is a Sports and Nonsense sponsored event that we're doing. I decided to do it earlier today. So we haven't recorded in a while, pretty much since the end of the regular season of the NFL last year. Our schedules kind of haven't lined up properly. I'm going to talk to Rich, though, and see when he feels better, because he had surgery this week. He's doing fine. He's a little loopy from the meds that they got him on. But we're going to start recording probably, hopefully, next week. And we'll go over the draft and go over the grades for the draft. So Seattle's still picking.
So people can get a free Samsung Galaxy S22 when they trade in a Galaxy. Any year, any condition.
Oh, I get it. So you can take your old phone that you've had for 12 years and loved every minute of and trade it in for something new that suits your life now?
That's right, yeah.
Then enjoy
All
your
right.
success, even though you'll never forget your old phone.
It's a great trade.
All right. Still no trades in the first 10 picks. Seattle's pick is in. Oh, 9. Sorry, 9 picks. We're in the 9th pick. So the next pick is the Jets, who we did not pick correctly. And their pick is from the Seahawks. So Seahawks originally was picking 10th. And they're actually picking 9th because they traded away Russell Wilson. The Jets needed a wide receiver, I believe, which is kind of crazy considering who we've got coming up. The Jets in their first pick selected cornerback Ahmad Gardner. With this pick, I suspect that we'll take a wide receiver. So let's see who the Seahawks pick. So this trade that the Seahawks and the Broncos did, the Broncos received Russell Wilson and a 4th-round pick this year. And the Seahawks received the 9th overall pick this year, 2nd and 5th round picks this year, and 1st and 2nd round picks next year, including 3 players. A crazy deal for like a 32-year-old quarterback. But he is a top 10 quarterback in the league. So I was hoping this was going to go by faster, and I wasn't going to spend like 3 hours here. I got school tomorrow. But I can sleep in a little bit. At least sleep in earlier than I have been. So, what is this? Oh, Steelbook for a game that I got. So Roger Goodell's coming out with the Seahawks pick. The Bruins are up 3-0, so that's great.
In the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross.
Let's go. Charles Cross, correct. That's 3 now. We are batting 333, which is a great batting average, but it's a terrible average for school. Cross is a 2-year starter who is still developing as a pass blocker, but he's a natural knee bender. His mirror and slide agility is outstanding, and he has the length to keep edge rushers off his frame. He's 6'5", 307. As a run blocker, he fits best in a zone-heavy scheme where he can use his foot speed and length to reach the seal defensive linemen. So, Charles Cross off the board. And that's another correct pick for myself. The Jets, like I said before, they need a wide receiver. They probably did the right thing and waited to select a wide receiver for this pick, and they picked an elite cornerback with their fourth overall pick. So, let's see. I don't see why he wouldn't be good. Oh, okay. Jurassic was referring to Jameson Williams from Alabama. He's tore his ACL in the national championship game in January this year, which is going to severely drop his draft stock. I do not see him going within the first half of the draft now. So we have 2 wide receivers to choose from. And they're both from Ohio State. But I'm going to go with Wilson with the 10th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The New York Jets select Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. What is Ohio State's abbreviation? It's not OSU. That's Oklahoma State. Is it just Ohio State? It's lame. It's not OU. That's Oklahoma University. So yeah. Jurassic, I don't know if you're still here, but I figured out what you were talking about with the kid who tore his ACL. Finally.
Of that deal with Seattle as that continues on. Again, the Seahawks have moved up in their deal with Denver for Russell Wilson.
So let's see. The Jets trade was for Jamal Adams, so that's how they got this pick. So, but they are clapping, which means the Jets pick is in. Definitely probably going to be taking Garrett Wilson. Hey, Boston scored again. It's 4-0. Let's go. That woman has a Jets blazer, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, I like the dedication, but it's ugly. Let's see. Oh, 3 for 6 or 3 and 6. We're 3 and 6.
With some length, Wilson or Jameson, I think here would make sense for the Jets. Well, Lewis, how do you factor in the ACL? It is a player who will most likely not be available until sometime during the season. Yeah, look, it's just a matter of whether or not you feel that you can wait to get that return on investment.
I don't know that he's going to go in the first round anymore. Washington's on the clock, or they all will be or are. I don't really know. Yeah, they're on the clock. They got 8.5 minutes. We haven't looked up Washington's needs yet. So Washington requires a wide receiver. So, depending on where the Jets go, let's see, Jets are picking right now.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson.
2 in a row, baby. Let's go. Okay, so Washington needs a wide receiver, which I'm fairly confident Ohio State's going to go back-to-back here. All right. So the Jets picked Garrett Wilson. So that's for the Commanders. Garrett Wilson is a big play threat with top-level acceleration and speed to take the top off the coverage and score after the catch. His elite trait is body control. He excels at making late adjustments to the ball and makes extremely difficult contested catches because of his ability to contort his body and his hand-eye coordination. Wilson is still developing, but he has the suddenness getting in and out of breaks to run any route. NFL comparison, Robert Woods. It's a good pick for the Jets. So the Jets got an elite corner and the top wide receiver of the class. The top wide receiver of the class, because that's the first wide receiver that went. So Washington also needs a wide receiver, and I think it's going to be Olav. Another kid from Ohio State. Because I don't think, while Jameson Williams is ranked really high, that ACL tear is really scary. Oh, never mind. Washington's trading his pick. Washington have traded their pick to the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. The Saints, what pick did they have? Where did they come from? 19th or 16th? They made it. They probably either came from 16 or 19 to move up to 11. So the Saints are on the clock with 5 minutes. Big trade. First trade of the draft. So the Saints need a tackle. So if the Saints are trading up to get an offensive tackle, they made a mistake because there's no real offensive tackles on the board anymore. Unless they're going Trevor Penning.
I don't think we're going to have a problem when things start getting really big. There's always home.
So, with the Saints picking here, who could they be going for? Damn, this really threw me for a loop because I really thought that Washington was going to take Olave. Who could the Saints want at this position to trade up with the Commanders?
Even if you don't have to go, you should try.
We all know where the bathroom is and how to use it. Okay?
You know,
I think I'm going to go Jordan Davis.
No one it can be made.
This is pretty much a stretch.
No one who made movies here.
The past 22 years, I've seen a lot of celebrations.
birthday parties,
So
the crew, they were just so excited for us.
the Saints traded up
Celebrate. I feel like it's a celebration
with
for me, too, because I get to enjoy it and I be a part of their day.
the Commanders, which changed my pick. But I think another Georgia kid could go right here. Defensive tackle. The Jets could beef up their defensive line. Damn. He's 341 pounds and runs a 4.78. That's crazy. Maybe they want to beef up their D-line. I still have yet to see what the Commanders have gotten. Because they're at commercial right now. So,
If you're loving the NFL draft on ESPN, the energy that we're feeling from this crowd, then sign up for ESPN Plus to unlock your
let me see.
NFL content.
What did I say? They had the 16th. So, yeah. Washington got the 16th pick from the Saints. I'm not sure what else they got because obviously they're not going to just swap picks just like that. So Washington obviously gets something else from the Saints, but at least they have the 16th pick, which could, in theory, Chris Olave be there for the Commanders? Maybe. I doubt it. So currently, Mel Kiper's best available is Kyle Hamilton, safety. Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State. Jamison Williams out of Alabama. Daxton Hill out of safety out of Michigan, which is the 8th best player on the board right now. And then Chris Olave, 5th. So he doesn't even have Jordan Davis on the board. So I may have made a mistake. That's right. Sean Payton isn't with the Saints anymore. So here we go.
Obviously, think about what they had with Drew Brees, what they had going there, and you do have receivers here that like Jamison Williams we talked about, and Chris Olave.
Yeah, I don't know. A safety probably be good for. Not thinking about it, the safety would be good for the Saints. If I remember correctly, their pass defense wasn't great. But the Saints pick is in. The next team on the clock right now is Minnesota. They got 8.5 minutes right now. Minnesota needs find Minnesota a cornerback. So there is a cornerback on the board in the top 6. Could go for that safety though. Let's see what the Saints pick. What is going on here? Why is there a Chargers player? Why is Antonio Gates out here? I'm so confused on why there's Chargers people. Austin Eckler's out there too. Oh, that's Tony Gonzalez. I'm an idiot. So they're out here promoting Thursday Night Football.
is Pro Football Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, who will be part of the Prime Video broadcast team.
Oh, cool. Tony Gonzalez is going to be part of Thursday Night Football. They're not going to say that Austin Eckler's out there too. That's cool. Good job, Roger. So they're going to have a Chief and a Chargers player announce the Saints pick. Makes sense. Thursday Night Football starts in week 2 this year, which is terrible. I hate it. Oh, they finally said they announced Austin Eckler's on there. So the schedules aren't announced yet, but we know that the first Thursday Night Football game on week 2 is going to be Kansas City and the Chargers.
It doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Thursday Night Football. You got 2 high-powered teams battling it out. It's going to be epic. It's going to be an amazing day.
So September 15th. That means week 2, or the football, starts on September 10th, right? 11th. September 11th. Which is cool. That means we are just over 4 months away from football. Back on TV. Games that matter. Are we going to announce the pick or what? Jesus. Okay, so Tony Gonzalez isn't announcing the pick. He's just announcing Thursday Night Football.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Chris Olave.
Oh,
Ohio State.
if I kept my original prediction, I would have gotten it right. So the Saints picked Chris Olave from Ohio State. So Ohio State did indeed go back-to-back. Not what I was expecting. I should have kind of stuck with my gut because the Commanders needed a wide receiver. And they could have traded up with the Saints to pick up a wide receiver. Dang. Should have kept my prediction. So the Lions, the Minnesota just traded their pick to the Detroit Lions. So the Lions moved up. Did the Lions move up from 32? Yeah, the Lions moved up from 32 to 12. That's a jump. So the Lions just went up and they picked up an edge rusher. I bet they're going to take that safety that's on the board from Notre Dame. I'm going to go with it. So we are I got that 10th pick right with Wilson. So we were 4-6. Dang, I was so close to getting to 500. But now we're 4-7. So so the Lions actually traded from 32 to 12. And the pick is in, so I have to hurry. So Kyle Hamilton, safety, Notre Dame. And we're 4-7. So, yeah, having Tony Gonzalez and Austin Eckler come out and talk about Thursday Night Football really threw me for a loop. Just because now there's a pick that is in that got traded, and I had no idea about it until like 3 minutes ago. Not even. So the Lions, they're currently showing that quarterback, Kenny Pickett. I don't think the Lions, they could have traded up to pick Pickett, but they have Jared Goff. So I don't, know why they would pick a quarterback right now. Chris Olave, a wide receiver, silky smooth route runner who drops his weight and accelerates out of breaks. He explodes off the line, has outstanding top end speed, and excels at creating separation vertically. He has soft hands and attacks the ball away from his frame. Olave is seamless transitioning upfield when plucking on the run. Terry McLaurin is an NFL comp, which is funny because Terry McLaurin also went to Ohio State. And I thought he was going to go to Washington because Terry McLaurin is in Washington. So while the Lions pick is in, Houston is on the clock. And oh no, the Eagles are on the clock. What is happening right now? On the clock, Eagles, pick 13. I think I read that right. I'm so confused. Yeah, the Eagles are on the board. I really don't think Jameson Williams is going to go, but where are the Eagles? The Eagles need defensive back, and they went from 15. No, they still have their 15th pick. Did they go from 18? No, they still have their 18th pick. I'm confused. So the Eagles are on the clock from Houston. Oh, so the Lions and Vikings made a trade. The Lions got the 12th overall pick and this year's 46th pick. The Vikings got the 32nd overall pick, the 34th overall pick, and a third-round pick this year. So they got pretty much 2 picks almost back-to-back. I'm really confused about this Eagles deal. Oh, okay. No, never mind. They updated it. So the Houston has the 15th pick now. So the Eagles moved up 2 spots. Okay. There's a lot of information coming in right now. So the Lions pick is in. I have them taking Hamilton. Dang. Jameson Williams goes to the Lions. Really risky move for the Lions, considering Jameson Williams has a torn ACL that he tore in January. Williams is a lean receiver with elite speed, making him a threat to get behind the coverage and run away from pursuit after the catch. He's developing the nuances of his route runnings, but still separates due to his acceleration and natural feel for tempo. He tore his ACL in the national championship game in January, though. So his NFL comparison is Odell Beckham Jr., which hopefully that's just on-field stuff and not, off-field. Even on the field, it's sketchy with OBJ. But so the Eagles traded up 2 spots, and they needed a D-back, which is good for them considering Kyle Hamilton is still on the board. And he's the 9th best player in this draft, according to ESPN. And they're probably going to get him here at 13. So I'm going to go with him again. I know I just picked him, but let's see. What are we on? 13? 13. Safety, Notre Dame. Oh, I can't spell Hamilton, apparently. Hamilton. And we're now 4-8. So we've only got 4 right so far. Oh, and the Eagles pick is in. Awesome. There's a lot going on right now. There was like 3 trades right in a row. 10th pick, 12th pick, and 13th pick all got traded. Let's see. The 14th pick is the Ravens, and we haven't looked at the Ravens yet. The Ravens. Oh, where are all the Ravens? There we go. So the Ravens need an edge rusher. which is a problem for them considering. Oh no, there's still an edge rusher on the board that I would take. I might get this pick right too. Just because if they actually do need an edge rusher and they take an edge rusher, depending on who the Eagles are picking right now. But I think that they could take Johnson. Oh my God, they're gonna go to commercial and the pick's in. So far we're 4-8. The only picks that we've gotten right were the second overall pick with Hutchinson. We also got the 7th pick right. That was Neal. And then we got 2 back-to-back. We got the 9th pick and the 10th pick right. Chris Cross, which is really funny. Is that really his name? Did I do that right? No, Charles Cross. It's not Chris Cross. Charles Cross. And then Garrett Wilson, which was the 10th pick. And I would have had the 11th pick right too, but oh well. But yeah, 3 wide receivers right in a row. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and Jameson Williams. Scary pick. Like I said, scary pick for the Lions. But I don't know why they needed a wide receiver. I don't think they did. Especially not, I mean, did they traded up for that pick? Yeah, they traded up from 32. So depending on what, if they really, really wanted a wide receiver, they probably did have to trade up for one anyway. But I don't know why they need one when they have that other kid that they have, Amon, whatever his name is. They do have a lot of wide receivers in this class, though. They could have probably taken Christian Watson or Sky Moore. He's more of a slot guy, though. He's only 5'10". Christian Watson, though, he's 6'4". Big kid. Yeah, I'm surprised that Kyle Hamilton's still on the board. Let's see.
Your happiest spring starts at Lowe's. Experience all the deals at spring.
This is DraftCast. So yeah, the best available right now is Kyle Hamilton and Trent McDuffie. Both are backs, and Baltimore needs a back. They might actually take McDuffie, which would be sad for me because I really think that Kyle Hamilton. Oh no, the Eagles. Oh no, the Eagles are picking right now, and I have them picking Hamilton, which they need a safety. Baltimore. What did I say? Baltimore needed edge rusher. Yeah, center, defensive end, cornerback, O-line, and inside line. So if the Ravens stay where they are, you're scaring the crap out of me. I think McDuffie could go next. Him or Johnson. I'd have to decide between the two.
With much enthusiasm at number 5, and then an offensive tackle, Evan Neal, out of Alabama. So a good night for the 2 New York teams. Meanwhile, we've had a flurry of trades.
Oh, man. Let's see.
Just a couple of spots that you turned to me and you said immediately you think they just got beaten through the punch on Jameson Williams.
So the Eagles got the 13th pick. Holy crap. To move up 2 spaces, the Eagles also had to give up a 4th-round pick this year and 2 5th-round picks this year. They get 3 extra picks to move up 2 spots. That's overpriced, especially because I think that they want. I think they've been saying they think they want Jameson Williams, but the the Lions beat him to the punch, which would be pretty funny. Happens to me in fantasy every year. So Goodell's kind of come out right now to announce the Eagles pick, hopefully. Oh, damn. The pick's been in for like... Oh, the Texans are now only on the clock. Oh, the Texans are on the clock. That means Baltimore has already picked 2. Oh my God. We're like 2 picks behind. Can we get out here and announce this pick? All these, this whole thing with people coming up on the stage is actually taking forever. I'm still mad about them announcing Thursday Night Football during the like 9th pick. So Houston's on the clock. I just saw that on the TV, which means Baltimore's already picked or gotten their pick in. Ooh. Why not have them come out during the Raiders pick? Do the Raiders pick in the first round? I don't actually think they do. They don't. They could trade up. All right. Can I know who they picked, please? Jesus. Don't thank them. Just say the pick.
With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Okay. I had him going 11th to the Saints, but I guess he's going to go 13th. So, do they even need? I don't even think they needed. Let's see. The Eagles need a defensive tackle? No. Wide receiver, cornerback, inside linebacker, center. I mean, they could use a center. They could put him at center, I guess. Davis is a massive nose tackle with long arms. He's impossible to move off the spot despite consistently getting double team attention. His 4.78 second 40-yard dash is the fastest of any player over 300 pounds at the combine since 2006. He has good range for his size. He's a powerful bull rusher, capable of driving a single blocker back into the quarterback. So why they needed a defensive tackle, I have no idea, because according to ESPN, they don't need a defensive tackle. So we got that wrong. I wonder why Kyle Hamilton is dropping so far. Baltimore's pick is in, so I have to make this pick real quick. Oh, God. So we're on 14. Let's see. I really want to go Kyle Hamilton again, but I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to pick the same person 3 times in a row. I haven't done that yet. So I'm only going to pick him twice in a row. So I'm going to go Jermaine Johnson. I don't understand the pick either, sir. These people, announcers, saying they don't understand the pick, and I don't either. Defensive end, FSU. And we're 4-9. Jesus.
Everything's on the line, and here is Jordan Davis just walking up the line of scrimmage. I need better stamina out of him, and for a team that needs pass rush production to make this pick from a guy who's ultimately going to...
Oh, it's 5-0 Bruins now, and the game's over. Okay. So apparently I'm getting some inside information from a friend of mine. There should be a chat option. Should be a chat bar. If you're watching on your phone, you might have to like touch the screen or something. I don't know. Apparently his mom wanted to go to the Eagles because his mom's a big Eagles fan. I still don't know why the Eagles made that pick because the Eagles don't need a defensive tackle. But the Ravens pick's already in, which means the Houston pick is probably already in too. I don't see a clock on the board though. Holy crap. What? They have an enormous board of names on that board. Oh my God. I think I got this pick right because one of their computers had the FSU field on it. So I'm actually fairly confident I just got this pick right. It's weird that there's no chat option. There should be a chat box. So yeah, they just showed the Baltimore Ravens war room, and they had a video of an FSU game. So I think I got this pick right, which puts us to 5-9. I need 4 more picks right to get back to 500. I need 5 in a row. Yeah. Oh. So Kyle Hamilton, they're saying, I don't know if anyone can hear, but Kyle Hamilton draft stock dropped because of his bad 40 time at the draft. And he can get faster. It's a 40 time. It's not that important. Just because he's not fast right now doesn't mean he's going to be fast later. That might be a steal. If he can drop to the Patriots, I would take Kyle Hamilton. Or Trent McDuffie. What do the Patriots need? I know they need a cornerback. I think that's what it says on here too. Yeah, cornerback. They have a hole at cornerback with J.C. Jackson gone. Bill Belichick frequently trades back during drafts, so don't be surprised if we see it again. Yeah, that was my original prediction, is that the Patriots are going to trade back. But they're picking 21st. And they need cornerback, offensive guard, inside linebacker, outside linebacker, and wide receiver. So let's see if I got this one right. Dang. So I didn't choose the player 3 times in a row, and I would have gotten it right if I did. Also, I got played from the Baltimore Ravens war room. Dang. That's upsetting. 4-10. Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, I know, right? Is a versatile defender with the rare combination of height, weight, arm length, and mobility. He posted only a slightly above average 40-yard dash time for safety at the combine and plays much faster on tape, thanks to his instincts and long arms. He shows high end range in zone coverage and is capable of blanketing tight ends in man coverage. He closes like a missile in run support and uses those long arms to lasso ball carriers in space. Derwin James is NFL comp, and I have no idea who that is. I don't pay attention to many defensive players. Anyway, Houston's pick's already in, so we have to decide who Houston is picking for their second pick. They've already gotten a cornerback, which I got incorrect. I thought they were going to take the number 1 cornerback on the board, and they did not. So, judging by off of the players on the board and what Houston needs, I don't see them taking 2 cornerbacks. in the same round. I could see them taking possibly. I'm gonna go with Johnson again. I mean, it's the second time I pick him, but he's got to go at some point, right? He's a first round prospect. 15. Although this is probably going to bite me in the ass again because he's probably going to go at 16. Oops. Oh. Who's picking 16th? The Commanders. Nah, the Commanders don't need a defensive end. They need a wide receiver, though. And there's no more wide receivers on the board. So I have no idea where the Commanders are going to go. Let's see. I can't believe the Ravens juked me out like that. That's rude. 4-10. Let's see. Who are they talking about? Oh, they're still talking about Kyle Hamilton. The problem with taking defensive backs is, they're saying that Jalen Ramsey is comparison. If his comparison is Jalen Ramsey, that's crazy good value for picking 15th or 14th. Surprised he dropped so far. Ooh. Washington, we're almost halfway through and we're 2 hours in. So we probably got 2 hours to go, which is awesome. I love draft night and how long it takes. So let's see. At least Houston's picking now, so they're picking up pretty quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if they went quarterback.
The Houston Texans select Kenyon Green, guard, Texas A&M.
Who? He was so far down on my list, I didn't even know who that was. He's 26th overall in this draft. Okay. I don't know why you couldn't have picked the offensive tackle out of Northern Iowa, who's 6'7", 325, and this guy is 6'4", 323. But okay. I'm kind of blown away by that pick. And I called it. I bet you Washington's going to take Jermaine Johnson. Kenyon Green is an outstanding run blocker who takes sound angles, jolts defenders on contact, and is effective climbing to the second level. His mirror and slide quickness is just average, but he plays with a good body control, handles ball rushers well, and shows good awareness in pass protection. He projects best as a guard in the NFL, but he has starting experience at every offensive line position except center. The Commanders pick is already in too, so we're moving. The Commanders needed a wide receiver, and there's no wide receiver on the board. They're taking a commercial break, so I actually have time to figure this out. I bet you they're taking Jermaine Johnson too. Let's see. Washington. Let's see what Washington needs. What does Washington need? Washington needs a wide receiver, inside linebacker, cornerback, safety, and offensive guard. So there's no wide receiver that they should take right now. There is a couple inside linebackers. And the Cardinals just traded. So the Cardinals have acquired Marquise Brown. Wow. So the Cardinals have acquired Hollywood Brown from the Ravens and a 3rd round pick for the 23rd overall pick. That's crazy. So the Ravens have moved up into the 1st round again, and we'll have 2 picks in the 1st round. And they traded away Marquise Brown. That's crazy. And a 3rd round pick. I'm gonna go with the Mel Kiper's number 1 best available player on the board right now, which is what number are we on? 16? We are halfway through this draft. And we are not doing very well. We are going to go with Trent McDuffie, cornerback, Washington. And we're 4-11. We're not doing so hot. We got 2 in a row, and I could have gotten 3 in a row, and then it all fell apart. Although I was not getting that last pick right, because there's no shot that I was getting that right. I'm kind of wondering where these 2 quarterbacks are going to go. Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett are the 7th and 8th best player on the board right now, according to ESPN. They rank 21st and 22nd, and the 21st and 22nd pick is the Patriots and Green Bay, which they don't need quarterbacks. They just drafted quarterbacks recently. I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints picked one. Saints picked 19th. Let's see. Commanders don't need one. They might. I doubt it. Chargers don't need one. Eagles don't need one. Saints could use one. Steelers maybe. Patriots no. Packers no. Ravens no. Cowboys no. Browns no. Titans no. Titans maybe. Actually. Bucks, possibly. They got that Florida kid, but I don't know how well he's doing. Green Bay, no. Kansas City, no. Kansas City, no. Bengals, no. Minnesota, maybe. So I could see Minnesota, Tennessee, Steelers, or Pittsburgh, and New Orleans possibly taking the quarterbacks. I like that cornerback pick for Washington, though. I really wish they would have taken Olave, though. While the pick is in for the Washington Commanders, which is still the worst decision of a name that you can pick. The Chargers need an offensive tackle, tight end, inside linebacker, offensive guard, or defensive end.
The Washington Commanders select Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State.
Oh my God, they didn't even take the best wide receiver on the board. Jahan Dotson. So I was right in them taking a wide receiver back in the 11th pick, but they decided to trade the 11th pick away and instead drop to 16 and take a different wide receiver when they could have probably gotten a better wide receiver. He's a slot receiver. Damn, nice hands. Why isn't my internet working? Oops. So he's 5'10". And he's only had 2 drops last year. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I lost him. Let's see. Where did he go? Dodson. I don't want that. I don't want that view. Oh, the Chargers pick is in. Dang it. Okay. The Chargers, you know what? They need a defensive end. There's one on the board. Let's go. And it's not 3 times in a row. I really don't think this is going to be the pick, but it's the best player currently on ESPN's draft sheet. Oh, God. I got it in. I got it wrong anyway. Oh my God. Why are they are taking these low-level players? Zion Johnson from Boston College is smooth getting set and has shock in his hands and controls pass rushers once he latched onto pass protection. He's not a mauler in the run game, but he consistently gets into second position or sound position, rolls his hips and drives his legs. Johnson does a good job of reaching and covering up on the second level assignments. He could play center in the NFL. So they needed an offensive guard, which is probably why I should have looked at it harder, but these picks are coming in super quick. The Titans are on the clock. When did that happen? Was that a thing? No, Philly. The Titans moved up to 18 from, where were they? 26? They took Philly's pick? Oh, this is crazy. This is getting nuts with all these trades. Well, who are they taking? Who do they need? What's their top need? Titans' top need is a slot receiver, which they just had one go.
I have a stunning announcement to make here. I know maybe a lot of you watching are not on Twitter tonight because you don't want the pick spoiled for you, and thus you may not be aware until I tell you right now that the Philadelphia Eagles and Tennessee Titans have made a trade.
They're just announcing the Titans and the Eagles trade.
From Tennessee to Philadelphia. We wondered if the Eagles were looking to get themselves a receiver tonight.
No way. Okay. The Titans just traded A.J. Brown to the Eagles. So they didn't swap picks. That's massive. Who are they taking? Are they going to take a quarterback here? That is insane. That's insanity. Oh God, their pick's in. To give up something like that, you have to be taking a quarterback. Which one though? Oh my God, that's insane.
Built them for challengers. People who lean into life's curves. Hit a bump, only soar higher. Rise to the challenge.
Oh my God. So they didn't swap picks. So they traded. They're arguably one of the best receivers in the league. They have to be taking a quarterback. They're not going to take a slot receiver. Like the Sportsnet said they needed a slot receiver. They're not taking a slot receiver after they just traded arguably one of the best receivers already in the game. They have to be taking a quarterback. Ryan Tannehill's getting older. Don't know how much time he has left. This is a quarterback type of move. I have them taking Malik Willis. I'm 4-13 now though. Let's see. I'm only got 14. I better be right on this. I swear to God. If they take anything except a quarterback, this is a massive error on Mike Vrabel.
Actually, you can't. It's only 10 bucks.
The large three-topping $10 taste like Pizza Hut. It's you.
How did we get here? To this place. This moment.
I'm talking to someone from another planet. So am I. My mission is
What is this?
it's the reason you sent to find me. You have the chance to change the future.
The Aliens movie or something. The Man Who Fell to Earth on Showtime. This is crazy. This just got crazy. Oh my God. Oh, the pick's in.
Las Vegas, and if you were just joining us, Adam Schefter reporting just moments ago, the Eagles and Titans have worked out a blockbuster trade. Tennessee is on the right now with the 18th overall.
AJ Brown traded to the Titans, and the Titans received the 18th overall pick and a 2022 third round pick, which means the Titans now have 2 picks in the first round too. Holy crap.
The guy said it, wide receiver. There was 5 wide receivers taken. Caesars had the over-under 5.5.
Why are they all excited? I don't understand why they're all excited. I'd be mad. I'd be big mad.
Similar to AJ Brown, not as good as AJ Brown, in my opinion, coming out. But they have 2 receivers left after all these receivers. They went on that run. They got super early. So we had that run. 5 gone. 2 still to come. Traylon Burks, Sky Moore, West Virginia, I really like. Alec Pierce, Cincinnati's a heck of a football player. I know Lewis is really high on Alec Pierce. But
Like, if you take a wide receiver here, I don't know why you don't trade with Philadelphia to get their earlier pick, to get one of the better wide receivers in this class, and then just trade the pick for Brown. You don't have to give up a third. The Eagles wouldn't have to give up a third round pick. You just give send the player for the pick. It's a quarterback move. This is a quarterback type of move. Tannehill's getting older. It's, oh my God, this is crazy.
playing almost the entire season without Derrick Henry, that team still was the #1 seed in the AFC. You figure they're not that far away. They traded away AJ Brown. Who do they go after now? Here's the commission.
I'm gonna be shocked.
Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 18th pick to the Tennessee Titans. With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Traylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas.
There it is. Big physical.
That is so crazy.
Receiving has huge hands, size quadruple X, which Nike doesn't even make. So he had to have his gloves made special for a receiver.
Titans traded arguably one of the best wide receivers in the league for the 18th overall pick, thinking that they're going for a quarterback. They drafted just another wide receiver, so they replaced a wide receiver for a wide receiver. Oh my God. Well, let's look up what Traylon Burks is like. He's 6'2", 225. Apparently, he's got 4X-sized gloves or hands. Out of Arkansas. Burks is a thickly built receiver who excels after the catch and is a mismatch working out of the slot. Well, did I say Titans needed a slot receiver? They got one. He's an instinctive open field runner, has the strength to break tackles and plays faster than his time speed. He has some focus drops, but he has long arms, great body control to adjust to the ball, and will make some highlight reel one-handed catches. Matt Miller's NFL comparison, A.J. Brown. So they basically just traded A.J. Brown for a younger A.J. Brown, who is not like... he's not a proven commodity like AJ Brown is. I don't get the pick. Okay, the Saints are on the clock. The Saints' last pick, they picked wide receiver out of Ohio State. They require. I'm gonna look this up really quick. They're gonna be coming in with it pretty soon. They need a tackle, which there is a tackle on the board. So hopefully we can get this one right. I can't comprehend. I just can't recover from that thing. So the other thing too is the Saints is one of the teams that I could see picking one of those quarterbacks. 6 receivers have gone in the first round. Marquise Hollywood Brown has been traded, and so has AJ Brown. It's the first time in the common area that 6 wide receivers were drafted in the top 20, and it was in the top 18. So the pick is in for the Saints. They need an offensive tackle, but I think they're going to want to take a quarterback. Their quarterbacks suck. I'm going to go with Kenny Pickett. If it's the other one, I'm going to be mad. I know Malik Willis is probably arguably the better quarterback, but I think Kenny Pickett would be better in the Saints organization. Man, crazy. The Steelers are coming up. Let's see. We haven't looked at the Steelers yet. Let's see what the Steelers need. The Steelers need a quarterback. That's their main need. That's their biggest need. So more than likely, quarterbacks could go back-to-back right here. 19 and 20. Oh, I didn't put 19 next to my prediction pick, but whatever. We're 4 and 14. We are in a slump. Last prediction we got right was the 11th overall pick. No. 10th overall pick. Man. That's right. Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill both were traded earlier this year too. Whew. So the Steelers are on the clock. They got about 8 minutes left. Depending on where the Saints go with this pick. I just got the notification for that AJ Brown trade. Insane. Oh. They're at Lakenheath. Oh. Apparently the Air Force is announcing the pick for the Saints. Oh, they weren't announcing the pick. They were just saying, "Oh, this is the pick."
With the 19th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle.
Dang. That's who I was going to go with if it wasn't the quarterback. That's upsetting. I was actually going to go with the offensive tackle because I know the Saints needed an offensive tackle, but I figured they also need a quarterback because who really wants Jameis Winston as their starting quarterback, to be completely honest? Penning is an outstanding run blocker and a relentless mauler who overwhelms defenders at the point of attack. His footwork is inconsistent and he steps too high at times, but he has the foot speed, size, length, and heavy hands to quickly develop into an effective pass blocker. NFL comp Nate Solder. So, interesting. So, Steelers are on the clock, and they got 5 minutes left. Which quarterback are they going to go with here? Damn, I should have went with the offensive tackle. Isn't that what they need on Sportsnet too? Yeah, tackle. Damn, upsetting because they picked a wide receiver first. Yeah, so they got their tackle, and I think they got the next best tackle on the board after their pick. Yeah, they did, because all the offensive tackles were already off the board except for Penning. So the Steelers are pick 20, and then we got our New England Patriots up next. So let's see. We're at number 20. Can't pick 3 in a row if you pick them separately. Willis Pickett. I figured it out. Let's see. Where is he from? Liberty. So, all right. Their pick is in. My prediction for the Patriots pick is they're going to trade down. If they don't trade down, they're going to take hopefully Trent McDuffie. But I am going to go grab something to eat, so I'll be right back. You can watch my chair.
Loads the light automatically and keeps the light extended to maintain full trimming power. It's the #1 rated brand of exclusively closed gates, eco-authorized vehicles.
A light beer with this much flavor should be kept in a secure location, like your hand. I was already keeping mine. Light's Guide, from the makers of Blue Moon. Savor every sip.
Found me. Nice suits. You guys blend right in. World needs you back. I'm retired, Greg. You know this.
People have their money just sitting around doing nothing.
That's bad. They shouldn't do that.
They're getting crushed by inflation.
Well, I feel for them.
They're taking financial advice from me.
I'll get my onesies. Good to have you back, old friend. Yeah, eyes on the road, Benny.
Welcome to a new chapter in investing. E-Trade, now from Morgan Stanley.
Get any size soft drink for just $1 right now at McDonald's.
Well, I got a full heart.
Welcome back to the 2022 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott. We continue with what has been something of a frenetic pace here in Las Vegas.
For my
Already at the pick number 20, we've not yet had a quarterback go off the board. Willis Riddick, we have been speculating for a while. Would the Steelers grab one? They have their choice of anyone they want if they decide to do it.
Trubisky is someone who fits in that offense in terms of the argument.
Yeah.
The athleticism out on the perimeter, the ability to pick up touchdowns.
Oh. Oh, I am going to be honest. I haven't even. Oh, no. Is she the blonde? Let's see. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with either quarterback. Completely honest. Let's see. Come on. I'm going to slump.
This season marks the 50th anniversary.
Beth Franco.
Memorable moments in NFL history.
Franco Harris. The ball touched the ground, by the way. I'm convinced.
1972 AFC divisional game. Franco Harris made an improbable catch known as the Immaculate Reception.
Hit the ground.
He here with us tonight to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that moment and to announce the for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
See the kid in the background?
Please welcome
Didn't know where to go.
Hall of Famer Franco Harris.
Franco. You got the right pick. He's just making sure you got the right pick. All right, Franco, come on.
I love this. With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft,
Mm-hmm.
the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett.
Dang it.
Oh, just look at 'em.
We? Who's weeing?
Hear this place, it erupted. You okay? The Steelers fans and Louis Riddick perhaps among them.
Oh, he's in New Jersey. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, why isn't he going to the stage? Well, good for him. I'm mad. That they did. I'm mad it was. Oh my God. Went with the wrong quarterback. Okay. So New England's obviously going to trade down, but just in case they don't, because actually they're, well, I mean, they still got 3 minutes left, but let's see. By the way, if they trade down, I'm counting it as a win. I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if they traded down. They've arguably got one of the best cornerbacks on the board right now. He's third. He's ranked third in his position. And I'm pretty sure there's been more than 3 that have gone. No, never mind. There's only been 2. They went back to back. So yeah, Trent McDuffie, cornerback. They need a quarterback. They need a cornerback. Washington. They're taking a really long time to get this pick in, so they're probably talking to some teams about a trade. Oh, they picked! Let's go! Never mind. It said the pick is in, and then it's immediately switched. Patriots have traded to the Chiefs. Gah! That's a win for me, by the way. I'm counting that as a win. Oh, I'm so mad. Every year I want them to pick a number one, a first round prospect every year. And I don't get it. The Chiefs already picked. I don't even know who the Chiefs need. What do the Chiefs need? Wide receiver, defensive end, cornerback. All right. They need a defensive end. They need a defensive end and a cornerback. So arguably I could keep my Trent McDuffie pick, or I could go Jermaine Johnson. I'm going to go. I'm gonna stick with Trent. I'm gonna stick with Trent McDuffie as a 21st pick. So I'm not gonna type it in again, but I am gonna stick with Trent McDuffie to the Kansas City Chiefs. Did we at least get a pick in this round? Because they had two. They have the 29th and the 30th pick. What did we get for this? Because if we didn't get the 29th or 30th pick out of this deal, I'm going to be mad. Where's New England? Oh my God, I'm so mad. Where is New England? Why isn't this in alphabetical order? It is in alphabetical order. New England. Oh, here it is. New England. It was at the front for some reason. We did. We got the okay. We got the 29th pick. Okay. Thank God. So we got the 29th pick. From Kansas City. Okay. Fine. I'm fine. At least if we even pick, he'll probably trade back again. Trade back and get a second round and a fourth round pick or something. I'm counting that as a win too, if that. So I'm counting this as 2 if I get the pick right. I'm at least counting it as 1 because I called it from the start. If you go back 2 hours ago, I was asked, "What do you think the Patriots are going to do?" And I said, "Trade back." So yeah, the Patriot. Wow, they got the 29th pick and a 3rd and a 4th round pick. Patriots. Okay, just dicking around with the picks. I'm sticking with McDuffie.
With the 21st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie.
Let's go. 6 for 15. Let's see, I was 4 for 15. Now I'm 6 for 15. I don't care. I got that right. I called that. Trent McDuffie called it. Let's go. Oh, not even that. I called the trade back because they always trade back. AJ Brown joins Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams in receiving a contract extension of $100 million. 57 of it is guaranteed. So he just got extended to the Eagles for $100 million. Good Lord. All right. Packers are on the clock. I'm going to make this pick in, and then I'm going to get my food. Wide receiver, offensive guard, defensive end, tight end, inside linebacker. There's a defensive end on the board that I can continue to keep picking. One of these times he's going to get picked. I don't know why he's dropping so low. His overall rank is 14. We're already on pick 22. That kid looks ecstatic. I don't know if anyone else is watching, but that kid behind the couch looks so happy to be standing there. Okay, so I'm not going to go with the defensive end. They need a wide receiver, but there's no wide receiver on the board for them to take. So I'm going to take, and someone's going to enjoy this.
He might be a little frustrated, but what I would tell him, don't be frustrated about it, because we knew coming into this draft, this was a draft, not just top heavy with receivers, but it was deep throughout. We know it's going to be as many as 6 or 7 in the first round, but it is as deep as 10 or 15 players of guys that can come in and make changes to your offense. a guy like Christian Watson or Sky Moore.
Nakobe Dean, inside linebacker. Classic Packers move to not take someone on the offense. There is nobody on the offense left except for a running back in Breece Hall. Other than that, then you got Christian Watson and Sky Moore, who are 7th and 8th ranked in their position. Pretty big wide receiver class, and a lot of them got taken real early. So an inside linebacker for Green Bay. Because that's what I think that they can use one, right? Didn't I say that they could use one? Yes, they could use one. They could also use a defensive end, which there is one on the board as well in Jermaine Johnson. So Baltimore's on the clock again. I didn't even look to see what Green Bay needed. Green Bay needed a shouts from the rooftops wide receiver. They are not getting one. If they are, they're overdrafting for it because they do not need one. Shouts from the rooftops. That's hilarious. They have 2 picks. They could use their second one to get a wide receiver, though. I could see that. I could see them picking their 28th pick a wide receiver. Or they could go classic Packers and not draft any skill players. Or another quarterback.
The Green Bay Packers select Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia. All right, we'll start with this. His first name is DeQuavian. He goes by Quay. And now he certainly looks
That wasn't even the best Georgia linebacker on the board. 6'4", 241. Walker is a rangy run defender and strong striker who wraps up ball carriers. He matches up well with tight ends in coverage and shows good awareness in zone. He has some upside as a pass rusher. Walker flashes the ability to slip blocks as he closes well. He has experience rushing off the edge in between the tackles. It's not even the best. It's not the best inside linebacker. It's not even the best inside linebacker on the board from Georgia. I mean, granted, Nakobe Dean is much shorter. He's 5 inches shorter, and he's got about 15 pounds on him. But I'll be right back. Oh, there's another trade. Oh, so Baltimore traded their pick to the Bills, and the Bills need a cornerback. Is there a cornerback on the board? Yes, there is. I'll probably go with him. Anyway, I'll be right back.
So, people can get free Samsung Galaxy S22 when they trade in the Galaxy. Any year, any condition.
Oh, I get it. So you can take your old phone that you've had for 12 years and loved every minute of and trade it in for something new that suits your life now?
That's right, yeah.
Then enjoy immediate success. Even though you'll never forget your old phone.
It's a great trade.
Life changing.
Get a free Samsung Galaxy S22 with any Galaxy trade. Any year, any condition. Only at AT&T.
This is the story that's going to launch your destiny. What's next?
People, they are not ready.
This is just the beginning.
Original movies, sports, exclusives, streaming on Peacock. There's only one reason I'm standing here today. Just for Men Control GX shampoo. With breakthrough technology, gradually reduces.
Okay. Still very confused. Classic Packers, though, to go for defense. This is a weird draft. Anyway, so we're 6-15 because I'm counting it.
Now data is available anywhere securely. And your digital transformation is helping find new ways to unlock energy around the world. Let's create a hybrid cloud that can change an industry. IBM, let's create.
Your team is on a streak. A losing one.
All right. Andrew Booth Jr., Clemson.
Your resume gets right to work for you.
And we're 6 and I'm mad because that would have put us at 7-15. 6-16. I can't believe that. I can't believe they picked a Georgia linebacker. I predicted they picked a Georgia linebacker. I just picked the wrong one. I didn't even know there was a second one. Best linebacker on the board. They don't even take him. They take the third best. Classic Packers.
Feels like we're in a time because we got white hot ranch nacho fries every day. Same different day.
Spice up every bite with the new White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries at Taco Bell.
All right.
We're back on ESPN's coverage of the draft and a draft.
Cowboys are up next. I haven't looked at the Cowboys yet. Let's see. Cowboys. Cowboys need a wide receiver since they got rid of Amari Cooper. They also need to improve their offensive line. There is a couple of offensive tackles on the board, and like I said, there's wide receivers also, but they're down so low. There's so many good players above. There's a center. They might pick up a center. Let's see. Do they need a center or just an offensive guard or tackle? Offensive tackle, defensive end, wide receiver, inside line, defensive tackle. I wonder why this guy, Jermaine Johnson, has been sitting here for so long. He's got to go at some point. So the Bills made a deal with the Ravens. The Bills got the 23rd overall pick, and the Ravens got the 25th overall pick. So they moved up 2 spots, and they Ravens also got a 4th round. So yeah. So there's 2 cornerbacks right now in the top 10. There's 3 in the top 15. I'll be mad if I don't get this one right. Everyone's saying they need a cornerback. Popped up on my computer before it popped up on the screen. Kaiir Elam, 6'2", 191 pounds, Florida. Elam is a tall corner with outstanding straight line speed. He excels in press zone coverage where he can lean on his best traits, physicality and instincts. He has quick feet and closes well, but he's tight and too handsy at times. He has shorter arms and smaller hands, but he has a 6 picks and 26 passes defended over the past 3 seasons. Cool. He is slightly taller than Andrew Booth. Andrew Booth is more of a run defender, too. Tacks the ball like I would have probably taken Andrew Booth instead of Kaiir Elam, but whatever. Cowboys are on the clock. All right. I really want this defensive end off the board. So I'm going to put it into the universe. However, that doesn't mean shit because I've probably picked him 3 times. I think I picked him more than 3 times, by the way. I think I picked him like 6 times. It's got to go eventually, right? It's my theory. I think they're doing the Super Bowl in Las Vegas at some point, too. Relatively soon, within the next couple of years.
Every year we see one player slide down the board, and strikes us as a surprise. And this year that player is Jermaine Johnson.
2024. Yep. Super Bowl 53. Or no, sorry, 58. 53. Fuck. 58.
The center from Iowa, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. We're only a year removed.
Jermaine Johnson's the best available right now.
Makes sense. We haven't talked about any linebackers, you know. At some point, from the linebacker standpoint, are we starting to talk about Devin Lloyd and Kobe Dean? Are we getting to that point where a run on linebackers? I think
there was a 1% chance that Jermaine Johnson was going to be available at pick 24. A 1% chance that he was going to be available. It's crazy. I wonder why he's dropped so much. Cowboys War Room just looks so ominous. Who's that? Devin Lloyd, linebacker. I think Nakobe Dean should go before him, but I guess I'm no expert. That woman in the purple dress looks so unhappy that he hasn't got picked.
Chance he would still be available by the time we got here. So this is a surprise. And we'll also mention, Lewis, that this is an offensive line in need of being rebuilt.
Yeah. The offensive line does need help. They could go Tyler Smith, offensive tackle. We'll see. Then you got Baltimore. Baltimore's coming up. Baltimore needed a edge rusher. And they already picked one, right? Baltimore? Once already? Yeah, they got the safety out of Notre Dame. Let's see. You know, I could see if Jermaine Johnson doesn't go here, he could go next. Me too. One of the announcers said he's going to keep pounding the table for Jermaine Johnson. So am I, friend.
also only a year removed from the Cowboys maybe having the best first round of anyone a year ago when they traded back and got Micah Parsons. It's about as good as it gets.
Mhm.
Let's see what they do here. The Cowboys are on the clock. The commissioner's making his way, and here comes the pick.
Double boost this time. Got Roger Goodell and the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith, tackle Tulsa.
They go back to the offensive line.
I said that too. I said they could take Tyler Smith. I was right. I was not right in my prediction. But you know what? You know what? Mel Kiper's only got one right. I've got 5 right. So
First step, not good. He's got to settle in. He's got to be coached up, get much better technique. Plays big. He's powerful. He's 6'4.5", bringing up 24 pounds with incredibly long arms. Guard tackle in high school. Sloppy right now.
he's got to go. He's got to go. He's going to Baltimore, putting it in the universe. I swear to God, if Arnold Ebiketie goes, I'm going to be mad. So that's the other defensive end on the board. Getting down to the nitty gritty though. We only got 7 picks left. Eight picks left. Titans have another pick. Then it's the Bucks. Packers have their second. Patriots. Kansas City has their second. Bengals, and then Minnesota has their first pick. It is almost impossible. It's crazy.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you needed art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him a man. For those, a fighting spirit.
Yeah, I think it was good. Yeah.
Get any size soft drink for just $1 right now at McDonald's. Want a worry-free way to kill bugs?
Want to get away?
Not odors or chemical insecticides.
Oh, right. It's starting to slow down. I'm starting to slow down. I'm getting tired.
People friendly, but deadly. Because you're forever connected by love. 2 touching center diamonds representing the connection you share. This Mother's Day, with the Forever Connected collection.
So I got 5 picks right. And then obviously I got that Patriots
Yeah, I could be into it.
trade down right.
One-time casual thing with Tyler. I was talking about switching teams for fun.
It's such a weird stickers commercial.
Disguises are so much fun, unless they're in your kibble. Chicken meal?
How many more trades are there going to be? Let's see. It's only first round today.
Fresh pack. How long does this fucking take? It's the first of her kind.
A long time. Usually takes about 3.5 hours. Almost 4.
Oh, you're bad people. Promise.
Working hard.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless
that a real song? I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose one.
Pretty good deal, Wendy's. $5 biggie bag.
They will play a game 6.
I gotta see. Gotta see about the NBA playoffs. See if any more clinches happen today. Let's see. 76ers beat the Raptors. Suns beat the Pelicans. And the Mavs and the Jazz are playing right now.
Many of the picks, the custom portraits will be auctioned off by the NFL Foundation and will benefit the foundation's work in social justice. So let's catch you up on why the Ravens are now on the clock here at number 25. They traded to Arizona. With that, they got the 23rd overall pick. Then they traded that to Buffalo, and so that's why the Ravens sit here now at number 25. They also pick up a fourth.
Nice. So the NBA playoffs are pretty much all said and done, except for Timberwolves and the Grizzlies, who play tomorrow. And the Jazz and the Mavericks play Saturday if the Jazz win today. Other than that, we're in the second round, starting on Sunday.
You can't play 61 snaps a game and be an Iron Man. It slips down here to 25, and something must be going on. It just doesn't make any sense. And he fits what this defense would want to do. So it's kind of hybrid type of defensive end, right? Those guys who are like 6'3", 6'4", 255, 260, like Tyus Bowser, like Adafe Owe. Guys you can move all over the place and just wreak havoc.
Jermaine's got to go.
It just makes too much sense to me.
He's got to go. Ravens need an edge rusher. They need an edge rusher. They've already picked up a safety.
If you can get the best player at a position, this lets you draft. That's what the value of it.
A reminder that the Ravens traded away Hollywood Brown tonight. It began this flurry of trades that leaves them here in this position. And so, as they have been trying to find a top receiver for Lamar Jackson, maybe they choose to make that pick here. Let's find out. Here's the commissioner.
It's too early for one of those wide receivers.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa.
Tyler Linderbaum, ultimately a unanimous All-American last year.
What?
The Trophy is the best center in the nation. Was a finalist for the Outland Trophy as the country's top interior lineman. He was a wrestler in high school, and he once pinned Tristan Wirfs, who is now, of course, a star with the Buccaneers. Now the Indeed resume, as we take a look at the outstanding career of Tyler Linderbaum, the prospect.
They did need a center. They didn't need a safety, which is weird why they picked one. I mean, they needed a cornerback, but Tyler Linderbaum is an undersized center with shorter arms, but he gets his hands inside and anchors well in pass protection. He's a highly effective zone blocker with the foot speed to reach front side defensive tackles and the range to cut off backside linebackers. He plays with an edge, blocks through the whistle, and has good finishing power. Jason Kelsey is the NFL comparison to him. So, man, I think I'm done picking Jermaine Johnson. He's just never going to go. Ever. Tennessee's back on the clock. Tennessee, I chose picking a quarterback because they traded up so high. But according to this, they needed a slot receiver, which they got. So where they're going to go now, I have no idea. Let's see. Let's see. What do the Titans need? Offensive guard, tight end, cornerback, and outside line. Guard, defensive end, or tight end, cornerback, outside linebacker. Did I say defensive tackle? Oh, never mind. Jets are on the clock. There has been a trade. The Jets have traded with the Tennessee Titans. So the Jets have moved up. They have had already 2 picks in this round. What did they trade? They must have traded their third pick in the second round. They picked up a cornerback and a wide receiver. They need a defensive end, inside line, and an offensive tackle. I'm going to go inside linebacker because I'm done picking this defensive end, Jermaine Johnson. So I'm going to go Nakobe Dean again.
Mel just said he told the Jets to trade up to take Linderbaum. Well, they've traded up. Perhaps one spot too late for that. But the Jets have moved up here to number 26, moving up in a trade with the Tennessee Titans. I don't have details on the trade yet. The Jets did have 2 early second-round picks, Lewis, to play with. So they've made some aggressive moves tonight. They drafted the corner and Ahmad Gardner. They drafted the wide receiver and Garrett Wilson. In what direction Lewis?
The Jets are being aggressive.
Very particular figure they can still use offensive line fortification, right? On the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you can always use more pass rush. You use a corner where I was going. I mean, so this is it. How about running back, guys? Maybe it could be running back too. I mean, I'm just saying, Breece Hall. I'm not a running back guy, Lewis, but Breece Hall, once he ran that 4-4,
I mean, a running back wouldn't be too terrible considering that it's their 3rd pick of this round. I don't like taking running backs this early because you can get any running back at any position in the draft. Najee Harris is the exception. Let's see how his sophomore season goes, though. Yeah, I got Nakobe Dean going. They keep saying running back.
Absolutely. I think when you look at the head coach, Robert Saleh, former defensive coordinator, they've addressed the secondary. They got a wide receiver.
Address the secondary. You still need pass rushers.
At some point, we got to get some bona fide pass rushers. Your point. Now win. I don't know what's happening there. I really don't.
I don't know what's happening with Jermaine Johnson either. But 3 picks in the first round for the Jets. They are loading up. Rebuilding. It won't help. Who they got a quarterback? Oh, Zach Wilson. They picked him last year. That's right.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson, linebacker, Florida State.
It happened again. Said I wasn't going to pick the same player 3 times in a row. And it happened again. Dang. Real late for Jermaine Johnson to get picked. 4th best in his position, 14th overall grade, and he gets picked up in the 26th pick of the draft. Johnson is a long pass rusher with good first step quickness and outstanding closing speed. His feet and hands and how he uses them in unison stand out on tape. He's a stout run defender who plays with good leverage and has the upper body strength to keep blockers off of his frame. In 2021, his efforts late in the season when the Seminoles had virtually nothing to play for stood out on tape. I don't see any negative in that pre-draft analysis. So why he dropped so low, I have no idea. He must have had a real bad combine. 6'5", 254 pounds. Like, that's a great defensive end. And he hits hard. Damn, does he hit hard. Let's see. Tampa needs guard, defensive tackle, tight end, running back, defensive end. Going with another Georgia kid. Defensive tackle. Second best in his position. 23rd overall.
So let's look at what the Jets have done tonight. They've drafted 3 of Mel's top 11 prospects.
That's crazy.
First round tonight, the Jets taking Ahmad Sauce Gardner at number 4 overall. Now they take Jermaine Johnson the second, and in between they took Alex Wilson, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. So they've had a very busy first round. Great night. The Jacksonville Jaguars are now on the clock. They've traded up with Tampa.
Never mind. All right, now I got to see if I want to change my pick because there's a new team on the clock. Jacksonville's picked up a defensive end already. They could use a wide receiver, center, cornerback, or inside linebacker. I bet they're going to take the inside linebacker. So I'm going to change my pick. It's going to be Nakobe Dean, though. Same Georgia team. Actually, you know what? Do they need a defensive tackle? I may not. I may just stick with Devontae Wyatt. No, they don't need a defensive tackle. They need a cornerback. Cornerback, center.
Everyone wants to buy the dream house. Oh no! Don't worry, she has a verified approval that lets sellers know she's backed by Rocket Mortgage. So Barbie wins. But we need a house. You could buy Castle Grayskull. Find and finance your dream house with Rocket Homes and Rocket Mortgage.
Weird Rocket Mortgage commercials featuring Barbie.
In the future, we'll travel to incredible places with the help of
Okay, so they could either go cornerback or inside linebacker here. There is still the number 1 inside linebacker on the board, so I am going to go that route.
$6 bonus wings and pretty fries feast. Arby's, we have the meat.
Jake from State Farm. What's good? Stop, man. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, her regular guys like me are getting the
So I switched it up to the other Georgia player that's still on the board at the moment.
Even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Nakobe Dean.
Anyone know? Yeah. Man, he's just sold out.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get it.
Devin Lloyd is taller and bigger. I don't know.
You're happy it's spring.
Nakobe Dean's probably super fast.
Experience all the deals at SpringFest. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility.
Flashing lights. Let's see. What did... Oop. I did not mean to do that. What did Tampa get for this trade?
And only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX just for men.
We're back in Las Vegas. The Jaguars on the clock at number 27. But right now,
Tampa got the first pick of the second round. So they and the first pick of the fourth round and the sixth round. So Devin Lloyd is actually ranked better than Nakobe Dean according to Mel Kiper. I like the smaller guy better. It's like a little cannonball. No one's taking a quarterback right now. Probably not. I bet he either will not go in the first round, Malik Willis, or he'll go and pick 32 to Minnesota. Wow. 9 first-round draft trades this round, which is the most.
Yeah, you know, when you get down into this spot where, you know, there may be teams that are thinking, look, I just don't see the kind of value late in the first round. I want to get out of here. And keep saying, hey, look, I'd love to get back in there because I see some value. I see enough value to where, look, maybe I had a guy rated as a high second rounder. I'll come in late in the first.
Packers are already on the clock again.
So that's what you love the fact that general managers are much more aggressive nowadays and really utilize their relationships with each other.
If they were smart, they'd go wide receiver. They're probably not, though. Did that city was that a defensive end or a tackle that they needed? Defensive end. There you go. Rodgers hitting the sauce a little hard in the back.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Utah.
There he goes, Lewis. I know
Damn.
This is a player that you love. Great speed and versatility. 8 sacks, 4 interceptions last year, including
Devin Lloyd, the number 1 inside linebacker, still on the board. 2 of them have been drafted. Lloyd locates the ball quickly, slips blocks, and closes well in pursuit. He plays safety in high school and moves like one in coverage. He has outstanding ball skills and his 4 interceptions tied for most in foot FBS linebacker in 2021. I don't know why I stumbled on the abbreviation for FBS. He's an effective hand fighter with good burst and bend rushing to the passer. Damn, he closes quick. Packers pick's already in. And I'm definitely not going wide receiver because typical Packers. No. Let's see. Where did he go? Ah. All right.
Mike Caldwell, who's the defensive coordinator in Jacksonville, comes from Tampa Bay. He had 2 of the best inside linebackers in the league down there. He knows how important.
He looks so happy to be a part of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is he, though? I mean, he's happy to be drafted, obviously. How happy is he going to be playing for Jacksonville? My stream froze. Reset AS. Oh, is it gonna? I can still hear the audio. The video is just kind of choppy. Yeah, I'm gonna reset ESPN real quick, or the stream at least. There we go. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, 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 da. Huh. I got the position correct, but I did not get the player correct. Okay. Packers are going to take another defensive player in typical Packer fashion. And then who's on the clock now? Oh, New England. They're going to trade down again. I don't think they're going to trade it. I hope they don't. So New England needs a cornerback, offensive guard, inside linebacker, outside linebacker, wide receiver. I would love for them to take this kid from Georgia, this inside linebacker. Or this other guy, David Ojabo. Outside linebacker. They need a linebacker. What they really needed is a cornerback. They could take the cornerback from Clemson. But I don't know. Oh. Hey, they need an inside linebacker or something. So they're probably going to trade down again anyway. So it's not like it's any threat. I'd like to have them, though. I mean, they need another linebacker. They really needed a cornerback. So I wouldn't be surprised if they took Andrew Booth from Clemson. I don't know. The clock is counting for the Patriots, though. They're at 5 minutes, 20 seconds for me, at least. So.
The commissioner is going to be joined by the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. This is someone I know you have great respect for. It's Andrew Whitworth. Here's a highlight from Whitworth's acceptance speech at the NFL Awards when he was named the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
It's called an investment. You can apply those three things to any charity
We'll see.
You have a passion for. You can invest your time, you can invest your finances, or you can invest your voice. Doesn't matter which.
I picked Nakobe Dean and Devontae White in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 picks, and nothing. So I apparently want Georgia to go, like Georgia players to get drafted, but it's just not happening, and I do not know why. Number 1 ranked inside linebacker in the league, and he's yet to be picked.
The 32 men drafted tonight will go on to do great things on the field, but they'll also make tremendous impacts in their communities. Nobody exemplified that more than Walter Payton.
Now we're going to spend the next 5 minutes talking about Walter Payton.
NFL Man of the Year award, presented by Nationwide, is the most prestigious award a player can receive. Tonight,
Apparently,
we are proud to have Andrew Whitworth.
Dean is the 4th best player on the board right now, according to Mel Kiper. On my board on ESPN, he's the 2nd best player on the board.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank y'all. Whose house? That's what I'm talking about. I am very humbled and grateful to stand before you as the 2021 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. I would love to thank
I love all the Packers fans that have cheese heads.
the Payton family and Nationwide
Nationwide is on your side.
As we try to make positive impacts in our communities.
Get to it, Andrew.
When I look back over my time in the NFL, in my career over 16 years, and a Super Bowl champion, one of the most rewarding things about it was the platform I was able to build to help change people's lives with a lot of other teammates across the NFL and people in organizations.
It's 11:15. Let's move.
To challenge the players of the NFL and encourage you and the prospects of this NFL draft. Take advantage of that opportunity.
My God.
Don't let it go. Let's leave a legacy that lasts longer than just the game field. It shows who you are on and off of it to make an impact.
There's 5 picks left. That's a minimum of 50 minutes. Can we move this along, please? Same. Thank God.
Andrew, great man. We're so proud of you.
I usually fall asleep during tests anyway.
With the 28th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Devontae Wyatt.
I broke my streak. Let's go. Packers make another dumb mistake by picking a defensive player. Typical Packers.
The Packers took Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt, both from Georgia. They're the first team ever in the common draft to take 2 defensive players from the same school
Huh.
in the same draft in the first round.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
The greatest we've ever seen. What do you think of the selection here of Devontae Wyatt?
First team to pick 2 players from the same team in the first round.
He would have been right up there in the top 15. This guy's a pass rushing.
Anyway, Packers make another dumb mistake. Devontae Wyatt, I mean, he's probably a good player, but they need offensive talent, and their team is going to fold around them because they do not draft offensive talent. Wyatt is an explosive defensive tackle who quickly locates the ball and slips blocks rushing the passer and defending the run. He chases with good effort and has good range and always seems to be around the ball. Wyatt is not a massive space eater, and he can give too much ground to double teams, but he plays with good leverage and stout in one-on-one situations. NFL comp is Christian Wilkins, who was drafted last year. Interesting why he dropped so much. I can see why. He's not good against a double team, and he's really only good in one-on-ones. So you double team him, and he gets eaten up. I'm definitely so Patriots actually picked a player. I know I should say it's going to be Nakobe Dean, but I'm not going to go with it. And we're going to commercial. Just because I want somebody who's got the same name as me on my team, I'm going to pick the cornerback. They need a cornerback anyway, so why not? Whatever. And I am now 7 for 21. So I've gotten 6 picks right, which is pretty good for me, considering I do not watch college football that often.
That's why Ego is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Exclusively flows ACE and Ego authorized dealers. Everyone's talking about. That is me.
So Patriots are actually taking a pick, and they got value by getting a 3rd and a 4th round, or a 4th and a 5th, something like that, from Kansas City. At least I don't have to get up early tomorrow to sell raffle tickets, even though we didn't do that today. But I did wake up early to do it.
I feel happy, very happy for you. Look how much money I'm saving right now. Wait, really? There's no hidden fees, no price hikes, one core.
Introducing T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. It's that simple.
You gotta go hijack that helicopter. That's the point, huh?
Bring home the adventure. Bring home Uncharted.
Hard to find a good partner in this game.
Maybe I'll learn to appreciate you more. Uncharted. Watch it now on digital.
Uncharted was not good.
This is my McDonald's.
It's my opinion, but it wasn't. All right. Ew, that's gross. I mean, you got kids, so I understand it, but it's still gross. The draft is always at around 8 o'clock, though, no matter what time zone we're in.
Light Sky from the makers of Blue Moon. Savor every sip.
Oh. Definitely going to bed after this, though. 4 more picks. Hopefully they're quick. I mean, 1 pick's already in, so 3 more picks after that. And as long as there's no more trades, they should go by pretty quickly. Kansas City. Why do they need a running back? That's confusing. If Kansas City doesn't, or if Patriots don't take, what's his name? Nakobe Dean, he'll probably go to Kansas City because they need an inside linebacker too. They could take Arnold Ebiketie, though. Come on, let's make this pick. I'm excited. Can't you tell? The Bengals are on the clock, which means Kansas City's pick's already in. Unless the Bengals moved up a spot. Nakobe Dean.
The New England Patriots select Cole Strange, guard, Chattanooga.
We're going to describe that as a surprise. Mel, 6'5", 307 pounds, briefly went to Air Force, then to Chattanooga. Now he's a first-round pick.
He's not even in the top 25.
Cole Strange had a second-round grade. Cole Strange, the guy started 40-plus games with UT Chattanooga. Was even used at center at the Senior Bowl. Struggled with the stat. You know, he had 1 start at center at UT Chattanooga, so he needs work on the shotgun stat. But he has a chance to be maybe down the road a guy to help you at center. But he's going to be a guard that can help you right away. That's what the Patriots need to fill. So, you can say it's a reach based on what the number was in terms of the grade. But
his overall rank for the draft was 77th. He's a 3rd-round pick.
He whipped them for 60 minutes. And this is the guy who wears
A 93% chance of being available at pick 54, which is New England's next pick. Oh, I'm mad.
Kansas City is ready to go. Here comes the commissioner, Roger Goodell, to announce the pick for the Chiefs.
With the 30th pick,
I got it in time.
Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis.
Who? At least he's in the top 10 on this page. That's not even the best tight end or defensive end available. Why wouldn't you pick Arnold Ebiketie? Oh, the Bengals picks in. Wow, they're flying. I don't even know who the Bengals need. The Bengals need cornerback. or an inside linebacker. You know what? The Bengals are smart. They need a cornerback or an inside linebacker. And there's two that I've been pushing for all night. I'm always for if that's your guy, draft him, but that's way too early for that guard. I am shook. I want to see this guard. So obviously we needed an offensive guard, but you know what else we needed? A fucking cornerback. And this guy was going to be available at pick 54. It's guaranteed he was going to be available at pick 54. And if he's not, fucking trade up. I don't get it. Strange is versatile offensive lineman who has strong tape, and he's performed well the week of the Senior Bowl and tested fine at the combine. He's a relentless run blocker with quickness to generate initial pop on power runs and seal defenders on zone runs. He has outstanding upper body strength and big hands to latch onto defenders in pass protection. He has the change of direction to mirror and recover when he gets caught out of position. Strange was projected as a center, but he does have experience at guard. Who are we to question Bill Belichick? I question Bill Belichick all the time. You want to know why? He let Tom Brady walk. I don't get it. His overall rank was 77th for the draft. There are still players that are ranked in the top 25. That's 18. No, the top player right now, his overall rank in this draft is 18th. He was, I'll give it to him, he was the best guard available. But, like, what? I don't get it.
The official cerveza of Cinco welcomes a margarita-flavored salsarita to the party. And Cinco de Mayo is officially here.
Oh.
It's good to be back. That is one foul ball. Let's do this.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. DirecTV Stream. Now get $30 off over 3 months.
See you tomorrow. After I get off work, pull everything off the wall. Probably touch up the old paint.
Get any size soft drink for just.
I'm out from school all week next week.
Okay.
I only work 4 days.
Okay, because I was planning on doing it really tomorrow and Saturday.
So I said, find a job. Any job.
Oh.
That's just how it is. But of course, you didn't listen. You should
I have an
make this
idea in
a
my head of what I want to call it like.
Sure.
I'm proud of you.
Oh.
What if you were a global bank who wanted to supercharge your audit system? So you tap IBM.
Kind of over. There's only 2 picks left, so I'm kind of over it.
Transactions against thousands of compliance controls with the help of AI.
77th. 77th best player in the drafts. Projected 3rd round. Maybe late second. I'll give him late second. Our next pick was the 22nd pick in the second round. And then we had the 23rd pick in the third round.
Welcome back to the 2022
You could trade up from the third round. You have 2 picks in the third round. Trade both of them away. And one of your 3 6th rounds. Trade up in the third round and draft your guard. Meanwhile, with your first round pick that you have never taken really ever, you get to take a really nice inside linebacker or cornerback to beef up your defense. Or an outside linebacker. I don't know. Final prediction of the night. Minnesota. Minnesota needs cornerback, offensive guard, tight end, defensive end, inside linebacker. I have an idea of who I'm going to pick. It's definitely not going to be Daxton Hill, who has been dropping. Probably not going to be Malik Willis since they don't need a cornerback. Who does what does this say they need? Cornerback. So if the cornerback doesn't go here, he's going to go next. So the safety goes, which means Malik Willis will probably be available tomorrow. He went from Michigan to Ohio. That must be fun. Okay. So since they need a cornerback, I'm just gonna throw Andrew Booth out there again. That's my final pick of the draft. Oh. Dang.
He's the prototype hybrid. Look, he's not Kyle Hamilton. He's not that big, but he can do the same thing. He's a guy who can play the deep half. He can play the star. He can play the funny position, which is really the dodge linebacker. He will come down and try and stump you. He's only 191 pounds. So sometimes that plays to his disadvantage in terms of...
Who that? It's the Saints. Who they? Oh, the pick's in. So we're almost done. Tomorrow, Tampa Bay leads off for their first pick of the draft, since they haven't had a pick yet. And then it looks like Minnesota's going to pick right after that again. So Minnesota gets 2 picks right in a row, almost back to back. I mean, it's a bad quarterback draft. They're saying that the first time in 20 years that only one quarterback has gone in the first round, but it's a bad quarterback class. I mean, you had Malik Willis, whose overall rank was 21, but the next quarterback that's available is Desmond Ridder at overall rank of 43. So he's definitely a late second round, mid second round.
So, Mel, the Vikings here on the clock to make the final pick. Again, they've already made the selection of round one. Which direction are you looking here? If they go Brady back to what the guys are saying, boy, the Vikings. That quarterback discussion, Brady on the league.
All right, Mel, what do you think? Stop talking about quarterbacks. What do you think about the pick?
The Vikings always like pass rushers. They got guys in the secondary they need on the back end as well. So they can go a different direction here. But certainly at the last pick in the first round, I thought somebody would jump back in immediately and get Malik Willis. That's not happening to me. That's a major surprise for a dual threat quarterback with tremendous passer. The fact that Malik Willis is still on the board is going to be a really good second round pick for somebody if he goes to the right team. Sets up a very interesting day tomorrow as all those.
Yeah, I figured that out. I was asking. I halfway through the draft, I was trying to ask you if that's who you're talking about, and because I figured it out before he got picked. He didn't drop as far as I thought he was going to. He got, ironically, Detroit moved up from the 32nd pick to take him at like 14. Yeah, I didn't know where you were earlier, but I was asking you about it. You weren't responding, so I didn't.
What do you think about that Patriots pick then, hey?
I don't know if you were listening earlier when I was complaining about it. Oh. I was saying that Strange was projected was the 77th best player in the draft. Definitely a early third. Maybe I'll give him a late second round pick. ESPN gave him a 98% chance for him to be available at the next Patriots pick, which was at 54. So why we don't take a cornerback when we just got rid of J.C. Jackson, or he signed with the Chargers? I don't know. So didn't even get the last pick right. I don't even know who that is. Lewis Cine, Georgia. Georgia had 5 defensive players picked in the first round, which is a lot. Cine was ranked 41st overall in this draft, 3rd in his position, and all the other 2 safeties were already taken as well. He's only 6'2", 199 pounds. He's not as effective matching up in man coverage. He's only picked off 1 pass over the past 2 seasons. Cine fills the alley quickly and rarely misses a tackle in run support. So he's pretty good in run support. Maybe he's good deflecting, but he doesn't look like he has good hands. And he's not fast because he has a problem with matching up in man coverage. Even though it says he has outstanding top-end speed. Maybe it's because he's short and small, and the wide receivers can get over top of him. But he's better at playing center field. So if he stays out in the backfield without playing man coverage and he plays zone, he should be fine. Tampa's on the clock tomorrow for round 2. I think that starts at like 5 or 6. It's 2 rounds tomorrow. It was an odd draft. It was very odd. There was like 9-10 trades in the first round, which made things drag a little bit. And there was a lot of trades that were like back to back to back to back. Lots of strange trades, like with how many picks were given up or players. More specifically, Marquise Brown and AJ Brown. Only one quarterback taken, which, like I had said before, isn't really surprising considering the quarterback class is not very good. Let's see. Best available player right now is Nakobe Dean out of Georgia, inside linebacker. Yeah, Georgia had 5 defensive players taken. Most defensive players from one school taken in the first round. Jacksonville, Philly, Green Bay, and Minnesota. I got 6 picks right and 1 prediction of a trade down correct. So 7. 7 for 25. Yeah. So I got 7 things right today, so it's not terrible. Definitely wasn't expecting some of the trades. Starting to make my brain hurt with all the trades. Trying to keep track. I don't know. No running backs went in the first round, which is good because there's bad running back class. Lots of wide receivers went. I think 6 went. 6 wide receivers went in the first round. So I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up early in the morning. So it's past my bedtime. So I thank everyone who came out to watch or is going to watch later. Sports and Nonsense will return eventually. We just got to get on the right track between both of our schedules. For now, if you'd like, you can keep an eye out for the Filmmakers Basement, which is going to be being uploaded once a week, usually on Fridays when I remember. Talk about the newest movies coming out. We're going to have a lot of good movies coming up in this summer too. So there's a lot of AAA movies coming out. So yeah, hopefully we'll do this again. Maybe I have Sundays off like all the time now. So maybe I'll do like a live stream where I'm just watching football for the week. So, or maybe I'll live stream my fantasy draft. I don't know when that comes around. But anyway, thanks again for watching. And we will see you all on another time.